Go. Tell me what happened last week, but the week before.
And as an ISOL, go for a walk to hack in and get some info on the shuttles that go planetside. ISOL finds the shuttles use a erosion radar system. Spanners and ISOL build a ship detector spoofer to spoof our ship's detector and plug it into the network. Spanners gets moved on as he's lying outside pretending to be a drunkard and has to seal up the hatch, and ISOL has to crawl all the way back to the hangar in ducts. We head to the planet. Kira has locked Spanners out of the cockpit. The planet is a giant orange ball of toxicity. We land by the slums and dismount, and we're going to pretend we are a team going to enter the tournament. We meet Rick, and he leads us into his house. We have landed on the local sports field, and they're not too happy about that. Rick says that they want to get some of the young ones off-world and off the toxic planet. We agree to take 50 youths off-world with us. Rick says he will help us to get to Jonathan. Jonathan was our contact at the arena, I believe. Jonathan looks after the beasts and beetles. We go to the Miners Guild, and the office is amazing, totally decked out. Jonathan mentions the surgeon straight out, so we don't have to dance around things. He asks us to fight in the pits. The prize is 500 credits per person. Remux and Trasek decline. We agree to bring in the specimen at night through the back gate. We get a code for the back gate. We start to get Spanners working on a bomb to cover the disappearance of the 50 youths. An antimatter bomb, so there is no evidence. Spanners plans to blow up some mining equipment with the bomb. This way, the company gets blamed for the deaths of the people. Rick has a bonfire to draw ballots and clears the streets for us. Trey, Remux, and the professor do the delivery of the specimen. As they get in the arena, Jonathan springs the trap with security droids. Team 2 heads over to the mining equipment storage. ISOL, Spanners, and Lynn. ISOL breaks into the lock but can't hack the cameras. Lynn keeps watch. Spanners' trousers fall down and he trips a silent alarm. Yeah. He trips a silent alarm. But just at that time, the guard is pulled away from the cameras, and then they manage to find some explosives on a drill rig. We cut back to Team 1. Team 1 listens to Jonathan's monologue. Sorry, Dan. That's all I wrote about it. We listened to him monologue. We force him to take a contract with the surgeon for us to fight in the pit. We think he is lying to us. Well, Remux does, because I don't think anyone else did the insight check. But Remux knows he is talking shit. We comply and ask for a contract. We spend the night in the fighters' accommodation, where apparently there was a banquet. I think. We cut back to Team 2. Yeah. Cut back to Team 2. Spanners MacGyver's a bomb with some fuel cells. The alarm rings out, and Spanners doesn't get to hide the bomb by the fuel cells in time. ISOL gets a fright and bumps the drill's drive button. It starts driving out of the equipment storage area. ISOL panics and starts slamming all the buttons. He bails in the chaos, and the machine is locked in a path towards the arena through the village. That's in brackets. Spanners manages to hide the bomb properly and hook it up properly in the chaos. I think that's where we left it.
Utter chaos taking place. So there was only two things I spoiling the recap, about how Kira was giving Spanner's sass before telling him he's been knocked out the cockpit, and about the spoofing, isn't it? You've gone to light speed. Thought you'd gone to light.
Cool. So sorry, is Kira on the planet now, or still in the cockpit
Yeah,
on
so
the ship?
Kira is on the planet, in the cockpit of the ship. There is a giant fire out, not doing any damage to the ship at all. It was done to draw. Rick did it to draw everybody's attention from the village to draw lots to who was going to ship taking away, as Rick asked to take 50 out of the planet and wherever. I've forgotten what Rick's voice sounds like. So I apologize. And yes, so we were there. The only other thing that there was no communication. The communication was being blocked between Remix, Thaddeus, and
Perfect.
Trassic. That's it. Yeah, well, communications were blocked, but all the other team and we left it that this little rig locked in path goes straight through.
Sorry, while he's gone, Team 1 and Team 2 is who and who? I saw
Team 1.
Spanners was Team 2, right?
Yeah. Spanners and ISAR and Lynn are in Team 2. It's just what I called them. We didn't actually have names for them.
But it works.
And Team 1 is Thaddeus, Trasic, and Remix.
Okay.
They were
So
delivering
everybody's playing
things.
multiple characters.
Yeah, we each have one in each group.
Yeah, sorry, Andrew. I did that kind of to slow the story a little bit because I didn't want to get too far ahead when busy.
I know, it makes perfect sense. I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything. So
And it, so, what's happening? Giant fire. Rick's going slowly towards the town, the arena.
Can I do something quickly first? Because I feel like if I forget this or we forget this, then it could cause the death of small children. Spanners hops on the communicator to Kira. Boop, boop. Kira, is Rick still out there with all the children at the fire in front of the ship?
do I know Rick's still out there?
You haven't actually met Rick, but there's a
Can
lot
I
of
see
people
him?
outside the ship around a fire.
There's a lot of people by the fire.
Well, Rick looks like this, and then I describe Rick. Whatever he looks like.
Yeah, that guy standing on a pedestal.
Yeah, he's on a pedestal out there.
I need you to go and talk to him for me, if that's okay. Can you go and tell him that the explosives are rigged in the mining storage shed, and he needs to make sure that nobody goes near the mining shed. Nobody's to go back to their huts near the mining shed. Also, you could ask him to start loading up the ship with the 50 children. We did tell you about that, right, didn't we?
Yeah, I don't know about this. It's a lot of information, and there's an awfully toasty fire outside. How urgent is this?
Very, very.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Is there any way for me to communicate with Rick without getting off the ship? Because that seems like something I don't want to do.
I reckon ships could be equipped with a loudspeaker.
I'm gonna hail Rick on the loudspeaker and relay all that information that I just got that I've probably already gone straight through one ear and out the other, and relay it to Rick. And probably alarm the small children at the same time.
So you see the guy on the pedestal who's clearly busy trying to soothe everyone down and calm them down, and going, I can't remember his voice. I've completely forgotten. I'm sorry. Calm down, calm down. We need to listen. What bomb? No, 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 no. And then there's just chaos erupts from the crowd. And then he kind of just looks up and he goes, yes, the drill room. It goes behind all this. Starts going into the village. He's just completely dumbfounded, just watching this, sort of jumping in front of everyone. Uh, yes, don't worry about the lots. First 50 on board, off you go. And he just steps aside, and it just becomes utter chaos as people kind of pile into available space. Count numbers, can't you, Kira?
I mean,
And totally count numbers.
I hope they're all children. Hang on. Click Clack's also there on the ship, isn't he? Yeah.
Click Clack plain muscle.
Children only. The first adult that tries to walk on the ship gets like a shot over their head.
See, like an elderly man go, and he just steps aside. Urchin on the not find this planet states that's that.
Click Clack, are you keeping count? It looks like an awfully lot of people getting on.
Yes, they all fit in boxes if they overcrowd. They don't need their
As
lemon
you-
today.
As long as you have it under control.
Oh, Ben's gone. And Click Clack counts 50, and then that's it. No more. 50 is the agreed number. And they all take that news fine, and everyone is happy.
Okay, so the Clack's counting, making sure it's just children being loaded on.
Is
Here-
keeping the peace. Order, keeping the order. That's, yeah.
And Kira is just staying in the cockpit, is that right?
Yeah, I'm monitoring from the cockpit. Do we have any guns? I can't remember if we had any guns on the ship.
You have a YT-929.
Well, as we start getting towards the 50, I'm going to sort of like point it in that general direction, just in case there's problems.
Okay.
One of the turrets on the ship, you mean, yeah, Andrew?
Yeah, one of the turrets.
Rather than takes
I'm
the
not
whole
love the
ship.
cockpit. I'm quite comfy up here in the cockpit, to be honest.
Yeah, when the 50 are on board, he close the ramps and get them settled somewhere and make sure that they're all, safely stowed.
Come back to that in a second. Isa, what is Isa doing? He jumped off of the rig. Bad combat roll, maybe. And then what's he doing?
Oh yeah, like it was. Imagine, right? Goes to the combat roll. Combat roll. You land, knees down, tuck down. Yeah, crumples face first in the ground. Ow! And he looks at the I'm imagining it's like one of these not massive ones, but a big industrial vehicle that he's jumped off that you would have had to climb a ladder up or something. So it's a big old thing, maybe not one of those mega drills, but yeah, so he's jumped off of it and yeah, ow, and there you go. That was awesome. Oh, where's that going?
Anybody else watching Isa? He just hits the floor. Isa's point of view, he's go for a whole 10 and then put it down.
Like he got mud on his face. Like it's yeah. That was an ungraceful landing. He is an ungraceful person. He'll look around for spanners. And
Lynn the Spanners.
then yeah.
Lynn the Spanners. Just seen this drive out. Spanners was hiding a bomb.
Spanners would go to Lynn. So Lynn was waiting at the front of the shed, and the drilling machine went out the back. Spanners wouldn't go after the drilling machine. He's too fat for that. So he would just go and find Lynn while radioing Kira. The Spanners approaches Kira. Lynn.
Everything went according to plan then, did it?
Not exactly.
I mean, I heard some rumbling and some crashing and some, is the bomb planted?
Yes. However, I think the authorities are on their way. Perhaps they've got distracted by the drill. But they're certainly alerted. We should skedaddle.
Good plan. We'll head back to the ship.
I imagine Lynn through that whole thing was just standing, leaning back against the door casually, just like nonchalant. Okay, so you guys are heading back to the ship where you'll see Isa on the way with helping on. You guys head back where you're got a little bit trigger happy and maybe I'm turning a turret. not 100%. Okay, so we go back to...
Just 1 second. I'm gonna try turn my camera on. If I lag, if my voice starts lagging, just let me know and I'll turn it off again. Hello.
Yes, that's not laggy. That's cool.
Cool. Oh, sorry.
You're fine.
Just making sure you're keeping on top of your DM game.
So we now flip over to Rena. In things to lounge about on while you wait for your bout in the morning. And probably about half hour, 45 minutes, hour from been locked. Jonathan speaking to you carefully. And you start to hear a rumble with a quiet noise of getting loud. Good. Who
We have windows in our cell.
makes it more fun? It's only a small one. Can't escape. So whoever pops their head up to have a look at this window, pulls it, I imagine like a child pulling their window, looks at the window, and you just see this drill. Its lights are on, its hazard lights spinning around, to warn everybody. And it is just tearing through this town, getting close, completely on target. Hit. We'd estimate you have about 45.
I don't want to alarm anyone, but there appears to be a large piece of industrial machinery inexorably making its way directly towards us. Now, without causing panic, we might want to vacate the wall area in the event that it crashes directly into us.
Our plan.
I'm gonna go over there and sit on the throne.
I can just imagine Trazek being a little bit slower talking. It just took like 45 seconds. I don't want it at all. Okay, so you guys dash around the room to try and get away from where you kind of try and pinpoint it. Can I have a great agility check? Failures are...
What did you want?
Hard agility check. Great agility.
Is there something called agility?
Yeah. In your main stats, your 6 main
It's a core skill rather than a skill itself.
Oh, I see.
Core ability rather than a skill. That's what I meant to say.
So I can't have athletics then.
Okay, so All scramble out of the way as quickly as possible.
Fuck.
So how do you make those rolls then?
So, what's your agility?
4.
4. So you roll 4.
Well, that's
No.
shitty.
Right,
Damage.
hang on. Sorry, move. There we go. So I'm trying to. I forgot to organise my screen. Oh, this is going to be fantastic hard. Yeah, I see Remix and Jurassic share a very particular skill set.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh dear.
Does your soak count?
I was
Oh
going
no.
to say no, because the way I see this is it tears into the room and throws stuff everywhere. Like 5 soaks, so it makes it irrelevant, doesn't it?
You still take one. You still take 1 damage.
Yeah, take the 1 then. Take everybody. Done my job as Okay, so this machinery crashes into the wall. The drill's going around. It's throwing rubble and throwing cushions. And what if you get slapped in the face by a giant piece of ham and bits and pieces? As it continues through to open up a giant hole into. As it comes crashing through, it actually closes the gap behind you, where everything falls down from above through a middle. But you can see clearly out into the. And in the middle of the arena, from the rubble situation, you can see the Rexu in its cage, which flipped by the drill and sent spinning off to the edge of the arena. And there's a load of droids that are trying to dash out of the way of this drill that keeps going.
Is it possible for us to attempt to jump on the moving drill as it goes through?
Yeah, you'd like to.
Yeah, I want to ride it Mad Max Fury Road style,
Okay.
like just hanging on for dear life, basically.
This drill rig that probably tops out at about 12 kilometers an hour.
Doesn't matter. I'd like to say it's going to be very hard because of
Yeah.
things being thrown at you
Yeah.
and you're trying to grab them. But
Yeah.
go for it.
Oh, with my agility, right? Or can I use athletics?
I'll allow you to athletics for this.
Okay. It's still not. It's much better, but it's still not great. I'd like to just. This isn't like I haven't got a cheesy skill or anything. It's all greens.
Can we all try that?
Yes. Yeah.
And hard 4 purple.
Oh, I've done too many purples. I will re-roll mine. I rolled 4 for some reason. Hang on, our last check was hard, and we rolled 4.
Supposed to roll 3, but you all rolled 4.
Oh shit!
Sorry, everyone else rolled 4. I just followed the pack.
It was formidable. There we go.
I am a right. There we go. Didn't succeed anyway.
Ross, are you rolling to try and jump on as well, or are you taking the ham in face?
I may as well.
I
But
mean,
you said athletics, right? It's not coordination. We can't do like.
could you coordinate a jump onto it? That's agility-based skills, like doing an acrobatics check.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. But is that the right skill for that coordination? No, I'm sure there's another one.
Okay.
I think that'll be your best bet in terms of those skills.
The answer is yes, Ross. I'll accept whatever you. Other than
Walking. Oh,
You
it says
well,
walking on a
Coordinate
narrow.
a cool jump over some like rubble as it falls down to get up onto it, rather than trying to just run.
Okay. I'm just gonna do
so,
parkour things.
well, you could also just fall onto it. Nick was very specific. Jump onto it, and so I imagine jumping up or trying to climb.
We all fucked up. Oh no, wait, hang on. You managed it, didn't you, Ross? Ross.
No.
Yeah. Remix. Too many R's.
Yes,
So
I did manage it.
who shouts go, and you all jump at the same time?
I imagine it was Trisec because it was Nick's idea, so I imagine Trisec.
Go on the drill.
Are you using your black die?
I didn't need it. Unless I can use it to like guide someone else onto it.
I'll allow you to spend it. You're going to take your negative to give one of those two. They both got advantages. Actually, hold on. I allow you to give it Triassic help, but not Ross, because Ross rolled a pure failure, right? And yeah, so I allow you to help Triassic, but maybe he doesn't get up the top. Maybe he falls down onto our lower platform.
What? Yeah, but also, what I will, what would have said, to accentuate my previous animation is are you trying to force pull me on essentially?
I'm
No,
trying to
you
force
just
pull you off.
yeah. You do it, but you do like slam me into the drill rig.
Yeah.
I'll take another point of damage just for shits and giggles. But you try to force pull me, but you do it far too strong, and you actually just slam me into the body of it.
I like it. That's more entertaining. Yeah.
A lot more entertaining. I wonder if it loosened it.
They regrow like sharks.
Yeah. So you two, well, Remix jumps, holds out his hand, and then all of a sudden, Triassic, who wasn't quite going to make it, slams into the side of this drig as it goes past. And unfortunately, Thaddeus tries to make the jump. There's a bit of rubble that gets in his way, he trips, but doesn't quite make it, and he's left back in the hole of the building where it's gone. And then it continues its path with Remix on top and Triassic kind of battered on the to the side half of him. Hits the page for the Rexu that sends that off the edge of the arena, and then continues its path out of that. Obviously, if you jump off at any point, but that's the trajectory it's
Remix. Can you steer this thing? Oh, man. I can't. Okay. Remix, can you steer this thing? Oh, my snout. Oh, that hurt.
I'll try. How do I get into the cab?
You're on
Strip
top.
it down.
You could run over it and drop down into.
Okay, Remix does that.
Okay.
Imagine it's levers.
It's, yeah, levers and buttons, but Ice has pushed everything in here, so God knows what turns it off. So let's have a mechanics check.
Oh no, wrong
I'm
character.
going to give it to you as average.
Turn it off.
Average, but I'm going to give you a black type because this isn't really. There's lots of flashy lights going on, lots of things.
So, mechanics, you say? Just too green. I'm so used to being able to boss mechanics. And then how many purple? Because I get this wrong.
Black, please.
This is the odds are not in my favor. He makes it worse.
Let's make it. So the top speed of this thing is 12 kilometers an hour. It was only doing 8. Now it is doing 12. It started to speed up as it goes towards the other side of the arena. Now, droids are obviously spread around. They've started to shoot at not you specifically, they're just shooting at whatever's going on. You know, there's giant metal things come through. Jumping while you're still in the arena? Are you?
I think that's sensible. If you can't, if like Remix has gone in the cab and done stuff, and it's just sped up in a straight line, Triassic realizes how much of a bad idea this was, and he shouts, "Remix, let's go!" and jump off and try and find a door in the arena. Now, like we're out of the cell.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna.
How about you jump off when it goes through the stadium wall? So it's like in the eating area. As it goes through that, maybe you jump off into the side.
Yeah.
Hey, Thaddeus, you watch this thing for your lunch area, and you got tapped in the face with some ham. Then it took your mates off, and you've from where you are, you watch it go, and then you eventually jump off. Obviously, back before the arena through the neck. What are you up? It's chaos inside the arena. The droids have all started shooting. Really. them who would.
You are on mute.
The Thaddeus will just try and catch up with the others. So just like take cover behind the drill rig as it's going. Because even at 12 k's an hour, that's not super fast. You could probably do a gentle jog behind there, take some cover, and then as they jump off, you'll kind of like break off too.
Okay, that makes it easier. So as you catch up, goes through the next wall. The guys jump off the side, and you're down in the wake. Fire changes from. However, one thing that has happened that you have noticed is the comms have. Whatever's happened during going with the comm block, so you can now hear your team saying, "Oh, nice jump, ISR, and let's get back to the ship." And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Kira and everybody else. So you've seen the drilling rig go. You don't know what's happened up there. All of a sudden, the other three have come back to comms. But
Monitoring the situation outside. Is there anything happening? Any change now that the doors are closed and no more people allowed on?
so it's noisier in the ship. There's a lot of voices echoing up the hall. 50 kids and what. The people outside have changed from we'll try and get on the ship, free for all type thing, to staring in disbelief of their huts have been out there. Still a few rumours outside. What are they talking? There's just general chatter, but there's not any.
What about the security personnel that were going to the mining hut? Have we seen any of those passing through where we are currently? Okay. Just thought I'd ask, and you were like, and they're right there. Didn't ask.
Yeah. No, they haven't seen any or heard any chatter.
Now that comms are open, I'm just going to message everybody, say, does anybody need any air support?
It looks like someone sent us some ground support because there's a big fucking drill's just freed us from our temporary prison. Oh, I don't know why he's turning into Mary.
Kira,
Was that a yes or no on support?
yes, Kira. We could definitely do with a pickup, please. At the just outside the arena, you can lock in on our locators. We will be fighting our way in the arena. I don't know if they have any anti-air turrets down here, so just be careful, I guess.
Sounds good.
Curbside pickup in the arena would be grand right now.
Sure. Can you look after that gun? Because I'm gonna flying and shooting, and it's a lot of effort. So you watch the
If you
gun.
want me to
Look
man
out for
a
some
gun, you're
anti-air.
going to have to open the cockpit.
All right.
What does Click
You
Clack
better
see?
not be sticking around too long afterwards.
What does Click Clack see? What has Kira done to this cockpit that completely different to how it was?
Oh, from my side, after you were asking
I
what he
don't know
saw,
what you've done
to it. I just feel like it's going to be a hell of a lot neater. Like everything's going to be like well laid out, and it's going to look like if you press a button, it's probably going to work, or at least hopefully does. It's probably like it's still scrappy because it's not quite sorted out yet. But there's some labels and some scratchings of like what things do. So not necessarily with a label printer, but maybe with a screwdriver. Like this one is on and this one's off, just like sort of scraped in. So at least we know what's going on because there were a lot of unused buttons that had no idea what was going on. So
There is
we figured some things out, but not everything. There's still a couple of like, what does this button do?
that one little blinking light that no one knows.
And there's a big cardboard box in the corner, right, that Kira's been sleeping in.
I also imagine
She hung some fluffy dice, some pink fluffy dice, like good luck dice.
Yeah, fluffy dice and flames definitely somewhere on the wall. Like painted some flames.
100% flames.
Okay.
Spannis also walks into the cockpit. Finally, what have you done in here?
Oh, yeah, I didn't know you were out there, damn it! It's looking good, don't you think?
We'll talk about this later. Anyway,
If you
I'll
don't
get
get
on
up,
one of the guns.
That'll be more useful, actually.
Right, it's going to take you guys a couple of turns to get up, get over there. So we're going to go back to the arena team. We're going to roll initiative. There he is. He's back. We're going to roll initiative. Nice.
Cool. Or the other one.
Vigilance. Cool as if you're expecting it. Vigilance. Sorry. Cool as if you're throwing into it. Vigilance is expecting it. So it will be cool. Jumped off a hero and then all that's happened.
Oh.
I mean, we knew it was coming because we went out into an arena full of gunfire, right?
Arguable. Sure. If you want to re-roll it to the other one, go ahead. If it's better for you. Just let me quickly pull this. Separates them.
It's exactly the same for me. But if I tell you that I want to roll vigilance and not cool, can I re-roll?
Yeah, sure. I'll let the other two do it.
No, dude, it's still just agreed.
I didn't re-roll. I hadn't rolled anything yet.
Oh,
It
okay.
would be
I'm
the
just
same.
going to run downstairs and grab a drink while before we get too deep in.
Cool is based off of willpower or cunning? Presence.
Cool is presence.
Sure. Could you also please roll? I've got you in the piece for turning up.
Sorry, what am I just initiative?
Yeah, so cool or vigilance.
Should have grabbed a drink. I was catching up on notes.
Go ahead.
That's okay. I'll get the next one.
Christ, right.
Nice. Yes. Is that cool or vigilance?
Vigilance. Sorry, it took me a while. I've now got a printed character sheet.
Okay.
Or but in a PDF. It took me a while to find out where everything was.
Yeah. I actually really
Thanks to
like
Ross.
the printout.
We all. Oh, Ross, thank you, especially me. But Kira could join today.
It was there anyway, so it didn't matter.
Okay.
Raiding your liquor cabinet.
So it's going to take you, Kira, with 3 turns to get the ship there. So you're going to do
I'm
your...
faster than that. I'm joking. 3 turns, okay.
Possibly. When I say 3 turns, because there's a lot of him. But I'll just count on here. So there's 4 PCs. Whatever one happens. But we're starting with a PC. So if you want to take that one first, Andrew, to get that number down ready, that's fine.
I just
think I'd
wanted
rather
to
give it to the people that are in the fight.
Cool, thank you. I just wanted to say thematically, Lynn will join everyone in the cockpit. I'm assuming that the turret stations are not like disjoint from the cockpit. Like in some of the starfighters, you have to actually go to the turret and then you man the actual turret. This one is all controlled from like the central area.
They're like auto turrets up on the side. I think I remember from that ship, isn't it? So it makes sense for them to be a console in the cockpit, right?
Well, look, let's do it like that, and then worst cases we. I like the idea that separate actually in pods and you have to shout to each other.
Well, Lynn will go up to the cockpit too, and she will like take a bit of a leadership role in just directing people, and encouraging them, etc.
Tell you what, let's say that Spanner's fixed the automated cannon, which is it now. Eventually, he will fix the actual manual. So if we go further on, you will physically go to the correct place. For now, he's that kind of.
When you say automated, we'll still get to do gunnery rolls, right?
Yeah, I guess I actually mean remote.
Okay,
So you're
good.
doing it from the cockpit right now because you've not fixed the whitey, the cannon like the one that actually moves back and forth. You haven't fixed those. Cockpit.
Works.
Okay, so
Can my shortcut skill be used during initiative?
I think it's when you're performing
Or
a
just read
maneuver.
it.
During a chase, add blue per rank and shortcut to any checks made to catch or escape an opponent.
You're escaping an opponent, right? But I will allow you to cut. There's a shortcut on it, right? Off
Mhm.
down houses. Right, okay. It's PC slot one. So let me just describe what's going on in the arena. So we've got the hole at one end where you guys have jumped off. That's on the far side where now you've got the other side where you were. Come out in front of the screen. The arena has got droids all around. You count 8. See? And it's got a wrecked cage over to the right hand side where the wrecks you. And then the droids were firing up against. Ship's going to take 3 turns, but now get to you.
How damaged is the Rexu's cage? Does it look like it can get out?
Huh? Of a firefight. How do you know?
I don't.
You can do a perception check if you want on your turn as your action. If you
No, thank you.
choose.
I'm good.
So from your position, you are obviously engaged. You have 2 droids in short. You have 4 in medium. 2.
Anyone want first? I could make use of it. All right. How many did you say in short?
2 in short.
And how many in medium?
4.
Or in medium?
In terms of Kira and I are back and banners, we're all going to go on the same turn.
Sorry, I was just reading this new flamethrower that I've had installed. Okay, cool. So I will target the biggest clump that I can see. Right? So I can do medium or short. So if I can catch a couple of them together, 2 or 3 of them, if there's a group there with
Jet of flame, isn't it?
it is.
So you can catch 2 straight line.
Yeah, that's cool. I'd rather do it right, which is you spray the jet of flame, and if you get the 2 advantages, then it does the burst damage. Burst or blast, I can never remember. Blast. It's blast, yes. If I get the advantages, then it does the blast damage.
Okay. Fire away and shoot.
Right. And this is a gunnery check. So what you see, Professor Thaddeus,
Heavy?
I'm sure it's gunnery. Why I chose this one. Thaddeus goes, well, let's see how good Spanners really is. And he drops down and like anchors his left knuckles into the ground and braces himself like a sprinter, like braces himself, like anchors his feet into the ground, and then lifts back his head like this and just opens his mouth and goes, and you just see this gout of flame come out. And as it does, it kind of pushes him back slightly. So you can see this little skid as he goes backwards, and he lays out this flame. And it's a gunnery check. What difficulty?
Well, you've got 2. You've got one at short range and obviously first one.
Well, let's just say I'll go for the medium one so that if I get the blast thing, then I can catch the first one.
Fair enough. That seems fair.
Okay, cool.
Flame
Okay,
on.
so now I've got to find the weapon again so I can get the freaking thing. So it doesn't hit more than 1, which is fine. It has vicious 1. Oh, that's for crits, right? So that doesn't matter. And the crits is 2 advantage, which I didn't get. So it's 12 damage.
Yep.
So that's 10 for the hit and then 2 extra damage. And then a disadvantage.
What was the name of this weapon, Ross?
It is called a BXT Heavy Flame Projector.
So how I understand flamethrowers,
Sorry, BTX 42.
jet's always nice and fine at the beginning. Right? So the droid in the front sidestep so that the jet goes past and obviously it gets a little wider and catches them. But the flame goes all over this droid as it disperses and kind of metal, but it's still
And it has burn full, so it's now on fire.
fine. So we're going to use that droid. Shoot back at Thaddeus. Pew pew pew.
Oh wait, it was still my turn. So yeah, definitely. I'm going to use my maneuver to take cover somewhere in, like, duck behind a chair or something, because we're in the stadium, right? We're in the stands. So try and take a bit of cover there, just to try and. I don't want to get shot.
Right. So he's going to shoot back at you. I added a black die for your cover, and he
Thank you.
throws it. Systems are all, and he just sprays and droid in front. In goes. He is also going to shoot closest person. I have remix. So sorry, I've kind of just put you in a 1, 2, 3 order and short range. 2, and he hits 6, 8 damage.
Ow. Okay.
Next droid on the other side, which that one.
Hang on a second. Don't you have range defense?
We sort it. I guess you could argue you had.
I have 1 range defense.
Also, your sword gives you melee defense or range defense, so it'd be from armor, right? Or skills or whatever. Was the to Dan, not to you, Richard.
Okay, I rolled a black die anyway.
So 8 damage, got soak 5, so 3 damage.
Next droid on the right hand side, which is Nick's side, shoots Doesn't hit, but he causes. I'm gonna add a blue die next droid, which is after you. It's over to PC slot 2.
Is that the rest of us?
Oh,
Or-
you've. Oh yeah, hang on. If we all go on Kira's turn, did Kira go? I mean, we're not doing anything until the ship arrives anyway.
There's 4 PC slots in the turn order.
I would like to take this if you have no objection, Richard.
None.
Now, Trisec does actually carry a gun. Trisec is completely ineffectual carrying the gun. Or we've said carried gun. So Trisec, in typical Trisec fashion, is you said there was one at short range.
Correct.
He's just gonna run up to. Oh, was it on the other side actually, the short range one?
There's 2. There's one on your side, so I've put you on my map on the right hand side, Richard
Yep.
on the left, and
Basically, I'll run up to the one that's in short range with me and attack him.
Okay.
So I will make a melee attack. Yeah, I kind of had an amphitheatre shape in my head as well. So I need to do 2 of them, 2 of them melee. I've moved, so I don't have a maneuver. Just check. Oh, I can upgrade it. Taxford with strain. I've never done that actually. Right, here we go. A bow. 3. So 1 of them plus 9 damage.
Okay.
A paltry 9 damage and no crits. What a shit shame that is.
bulky thing.
Mhm. He's
Like
he
this.
looks.
The stupid.
Mhm, mhm.
Big and beefy. It was there.
Oh yeah.
Okay, PC slot 3.
Yep, I am done. Thank you.
Angie, do you mind if I take that and then we'll go over to you and the rest of the ship crew?
100%.
Cool. So the one who shot at me, Dan, Remux will use his maneuver to charge at the one that shot at me. Yeah?
Yep, that's in short range, so you can move to him. Yep.
Cool. So I'm engaged at 2 purple. Boom!
Jesus
Oh.
Christ. Okay. Ouch, 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 ouch. Yep, cool. What's the damage?
The 2 blues come from the mods that I put on FYI. And the damage is 6 damage. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's 11 damage. But I've got Pierce 2. So ignore 2 soak, 11 damage.
Almost. Yeah.
I almost have 2 pierce, by the way.
So Remix charges and with a thrust, just thrusts into the droid and then draws.
Hey, Kira.
Nice.
What's going on? Taking off.
We're taking off, not getting too high because we're in a rush, so we're just gonna start heading straight forward towards the destination as quickly as possible.
So you're going to use your short.
And
So I said 3 turns. 2 for you. What do you do to create yourself a short?
What's in between us and them? Are there any like ways we could like sneak between buildings or like forest? Or I missed what the ground
Like
situation looks like other than a big drill.
yeah, it's like a big
A sh-
shanty town, so you could just tear down the building.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fly super low and like in between the tiny little bits and pieces.
Anyone else doing anything on the ship? Obviously, there's nothing to shoot at right this second.
Can we decide who's where? Because there's like looking at that thing that Richard sent, we have what two light triple light blaster cannons, mounted twin cannon, concussive missile launcher, and an aft mounted one. So two forward and one aft. So it would be good to know who's where.
So everyone's in the cockpit for operating the gun. But when we move on further in the story, you'll have to fit cannons.
I think what Andrew wants to know is who's operating what
Oh,
gun.
sorry, beg your pardon. Beg your pardon.
Yeah, who's got control of what? I didn't realize that they could actually be doing multiple at a time.
I don't think he
seems
can.
complicated.
I know that the pilot can fire some things. So maybe the concussive missiles or whatever are pilot driven, and then the two turrets are separately controlled.
Cool. That sounds good. Who's left and who's right?
Well, is this right?
Yeah, I'll take the other one because they're. If you actually look at the weapons, you control both turrets, and then this is another different set of turrets. If you look at the arcs on the weapons on the sheet, so it kind of doesn't matter left and right. But
Do I need to make any piloting checks?
No. You're welcome to make a.
Too good. I'm too good. Let's carry on.
Yeah. I'm going to flip a dark side. So, in your hurry to leap, banging on the engines quickly, obviously, it gives out a whoosh. Off. The pyre is really close by. It does is it sends a flame from onto the town. As you speed off, it trails over the fire, catching.
R.I.P. Rick.
I love how Kira is so like casual. R.I.P. Rick. Lynn is going to be doing her leadership stuff the whole time. So she'll just be kind of like, go there, do this. You know, you guys have got this. We believe in you. Just keep your focus up. You know, that kind of annoying cheerleader type stuff.
Including or excluding shoulder massages for Kira.
There are no shoulder. Oh, yeah, for Kira, sure.
You want to push the button?
Spanner says, I think we could do with a distraction.
Then we have this looks third party as the ship flies off towards the gravity.
I imagine like Dr. Manhattan's explosions in Watchmen, just like a blue orb just goes poof, and then like a shockwave that goes off from it. So I imagine that goes off at the other end of the shanty town. Sort of shockwave through the village, and there's just like a half spherical crater where the mining shed was.
So we took off and set a trail ablaze behind us, and then this concussive wave blows over the fire, fanning it, and like because what just throwing burning debris further into the shanty town. Like it's fucking carnage, I imagine in my head.
Definitely.
Yeah, just like, oh, don't worry, we'll take your 50 children. Die.
Hours now.
Okay, so all things are going crazy in the security office. Got to the security office earlier, and they sort of didn't see you on camera because he was away and you fell over. The two guards kind of just looking at the cameras, playing the feed back to what's going on. Raise the alarm, and all of a sudden the cameras just go dead. each other. Push a big red button on their desk. Okay. Back to the arena.
Dan, just one thing. That droid that I set on fire,
Yes.
it should take its burn damage at the start of its actions,
Okay.
and that's 10 damage again, which is the weapons damage.
It's still standing. Not very happy, but it's still standing. Episode. In the blood. Triggered. The target suffers face damage for a number of.
Yeah.
Okay.
4 rounds.
I'm going to roll these super fast to get round to you. All the same. No, they're not. Yeah, that's now me. Okay, Nick, first one is at you. Short range. No damage. Brooks, you've got 2 in front of you firing at you. So I'm going to. First one.
Don't.
I have a question.
Engage is more dice if for a ranged attack. Remember.
That was my question. One of them I engaged with now, and he's shooting a gun at me. So I was just wondering how that.
He's already fired at that guy.
It adds extra damage, though, is the answer to your question. As extra damage, extra purples, it makes it harder to shoot. If you try and shoot a ranged attack in melee, if you're using a ranged light, it's 1 extra purple, and if you're using a ranged heavy, it's 2 extra purple, unless you have skills that otherwise stop that, I believe. But
yeah, the 2 you're engaged with were, and the one cross were the first 3 that fired. Well,
I see.
so Richard, those 2 are for you.
Right.
I'm going to use those advantages. Black die to your deck.
And what was the damage? Sorry, on those shots.
7 on both.
Fuck. 4 damage.
Cross. The 2 at the
You've got
back.
2 range defense.
Anyway, the droids furthest away, them pointing their weapons up in the air rather than pointing them towards, point them up in the air. And out come 2 tubes. Christ, that's a decent roll. I'll do the other one quickly. So they point their arms up, their arms both fire, and these like cylinder things go over the top of fighting in front of them, come down. One of them completely misses it. Stop. The other one actually comes to you. And it doesn't do any damage. But as it hits the ground in front of you, massive amount of like jelly foam goes poof, and you are in. This when triggered, the target mobilized. Actively. That's theirs. Okay, back around to the top of the round. PC got 1.
There were a ton of disadvantage there, Dan.
Good point.
Do you want to do anything with those?
Too busy talking about this. Okay, so right, I'm going to use 3 to knock him on the floor. He goes prone. There's one of the guys at the back. I'll just write P prone, and then I'll use the other 2. Give you.
just add the first a blue to the first player's check, isn't it?
Thank you for reminding me. I was too busy trying to think of what it was like rather than actually what happened. But yeah, so back round to the PC slot one. Whoever that is has.
Go remix, go.
Okay. 2 yellow, 2 green, 2 blue. I'm only engaged with one combatant. The other guys are ranged from me. I'm not going to use a maneuver to aim. I'm going to save that maneuver because I'm assuming I'm going to kill this guy, and then I can use my maneuver to charge at the other two that are further away. Just 2 purple. But I do get an extra blue from all your threats.
Right.
So it's 3 blue. Right, here we go. Wow.
It's dead.
You were getting a lot of successes on those blues. They were well worth the investment.
Fuck yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9. It's dead. So it gets chopped in half, or however you want to kill it. It's dead.
Can I use any of that? I mean, I can have the 3 advantages, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pass on to someone else.
Also, with your spare crits, the ones that you have unused, you can upgrade people's attacks, and you can also upgrade the next ally's greens into yellows.
You also do something vital. One of them, you can do something vital, such as shooting the controls to a nearby blast or.
I can think of something about who can do with those crits.
I'd like to upgrade the next arena players' greens to yellows.
Okay. Worries?
And with the 3 advantage, I'll give the next enemy a black.
Okay. Well,
And then I use my remaining maneuver to charge at the other 2. Are they standing next to each other? Do I kind of get engaged with both of them or just one?
they're not. They're all spread out kind of evenly, but you can move to engage with one.
Okay, I do that.
Okay, I've got you.
One more thing. Sorry, my health is so bad. Can I just check if I can? Can I spend strain to regain?
You can spend 2 strain to perform a maneuver, and you can use that maneuver to apply a stim pack, which gives you 5 health for the first one you use.
I'll do that. If I may. Spend 2 strain. Yeah. And then use a stim pack, which restores how much health, Nick? 5?
5 for the first one, next one's 4, next one's 3, next one's 2, next one's 1.
Okay, I'm not done. Thank you.
Only in like a. Okay, no worries. So, Remix cuts this thing down, makes someone go, hey, and be super cool for the next. That may be their choice. And then charges towards another droid. And that droid isn't happy. So he's going to shoot. Check. He fails. Remix is just charging towards him. He's going.
And he needed the black blast.
Yeah, I know, but if I'd
Nice.
succeeded, I would have rolled it, but I failed. So I remember that's why I did it. You have to remind me, you see. Too much going on this side of the table. Okay. No worries.
Is that the droid that I set on fire?
No.
Okay. Just remember he takes his damage at the start of his turn.
Yes. So that droid crumples over. Okay. Richard, droid, as you're running towards this next one, left, turns and shoots. You're now at short range.
Out of black.
That's rolled it out black again. He hits, doing 6 damage.
Damn it.
Going to give you a black die on you.
Get me.
And over to PC slot 2.
No, you go for it, Nick.
I don't need 2 more yellows.
I only need 1.
Oh, okay. I'm sure I'll
So
roll.
you may as well go.
Yep. So my guy, I will aim just for shits and giggles.
Upgrade your greens to yellows.
I've done that. Yeah, thank you, very super. Oh, did you say next player also gets some blues? A blue.
I said the next enemy gets a black.
Oh, okay. Is that what you do? Okay, sorry. Yep. Oh, you got the next blue. Sorry. Here we go. Pow.
Yeah.
Fun.
I do 9, 10 damage, and then I crit him once, so I can do a modified crit, can't I? With pardon?
Vicious.
No, I have vicious 4 plus 3 ranks. I think in a skill, two ranks in a skill. So I plus 60 on my crit.
Horrific injury.
I
got one because it's dead. It's chopped in half.
no, hang on. Please roll me a D100, Dan. Let's do this properly. 43. Agility. Yeah, I slice it through the legs, the hips. I bifurcate it at the lower waist. Just need some thematic chopping in half. Was all, you know.
Well and true.
Yeah. I am going to spend 2 strain to get the maneuver because I aimed and charged the next one. Yeah, absolutely. And then my 2, my 2 spare blues I will give to the next direct player, so they get 2 rather than 1, because it's 2 advantage to give to someone specifically and 1 to give 1.
Austin, 2. Can I ask you a question? Left or right?
Left.
PC slot 3.
Is there any way I can catch 2 of them in a line or 2 of them next to each other?
Not anymore.
Okay. I can still get someone from short or medium.
Could catch 2 in a line, but you'd actually be catching 4 in a line. Catching these engaged. So it's probably not the safest. If you moved to there,
I can't move.
then no. For long ones that aren't engaged. Oh no, sorry, beg your pardon. This guy over here. There's one at medium range too.
Cool.
He's
I
behind the
will
thing to the right.
we'll go for the hard burn. Medium range, so that's 2, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the fact that I said that I took cover on the previous one, does that cover stay over every time, or do you have to take cover every round?
Not moved.
Yeah. So am I still in cover?
Still persist. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Then I will take the aim maneuver for this one. All right. So that is 10, 11, 12, 13 damage. And because I hit, that's 1 success, which means blast activates, but there's no one close enough.
Did I tell you this one?
Don't forget your 2 blues.
Blues.
What, 2 blues?
Gave you 2 blues from his check.
Oh, nice. I may as well see. Oh, nice. An extra 1 damage. So 14, and that's 2 advantage. Um, there's no point in me activating blast, so I'll spend those. Just give the next person blues. Next.
It's Kira
PC.
and crew. They come to save the day. Top of the arena, a ship goes whoosh,
I'm kind of imagining, maybe wrongly, that we can coordinate our attacks and maneuvers a little bit, or do we have to take physical turns, one and the other?
Well, you're all going on this, so you can coordinate, but
I'm just thinking thematically, like having like somebody guiding me in of like where they see an enemy, or like maneuvering, and then people like get that one over there type thing. I'm not sure if we can
do it.
do something like that, or if it's just going to be I go and say I move somewhere and then
Take charge.
Yeah, no, go for it.
Take charge. Cool. So I'm gonna go. Can anybody see anything they want to shoot that they need me to get closer to?
There's some droids. Oh no, there are droids in the stands. Oh, clearly savage, apparently.
I'll bring us about.
I'm happy for you to
Cool. Let's.
around the arena that the guys can shoot.
Make a piloting check, Andrew, to get us in a really good position.
Piloting check sounds like a plan. Status.
If the
Planetary.
catch up.
There is no shockwave to see here. One
just had to
yellow,
come-
2 green, and a minus black, as if it was a black. One yellow, 2 green.
What difficulty?
Well, he keeps reading off loads of dice, so I'm tempted to say super hard.
So sorry, how many purple?
Average 2.
That 2. Boom. Cool. So
you.
I'm sort of gonna come in like, and like sort of like come in like
Right.
almost like broadsiding, like two pirate ships coming together. Like, but obviously they're just a bunch of people in the stand. And I imagine the threat would be that we're now eye level with them, maybe a little too close, but let's not worry too much. Let's start firing.
Can I spend those threat?
Yeah, sure.
They've come in and they've targeted the side that Remix is on, and Triassic is caught in the wash of the engines, and it imposes a black dice upon him for the difficulty of engine wash.
Absolutely fine by me. The only thing I would possibly change there, Andrew, the way the ship is set out, the cannons are kind of like on the shoulders either side, I believe. So if you were to broadside, one of your gunners won't have it. Well, he can shoot whatever he wants to over there, but it won't be a.
That sounds unfortunate for Spanners.
Oh, that's fair enough.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Oh, just looking at my gunnery stats, I think it is best that Spanners isn't the one.
Be upset though that you can't shoot.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you've been positioned click clack in a gunner position where you can fire down into the arena. See from your position where the engines have sort of given Triassic some trouble that there is 2 droids further out from where the combat's taking place. One of them is on the floor, but you see it sort of stand itself up, and you can see that there is a number of guards starting to appear in the stands. And
Does Gunner want to fire first?
I mean, what? I'm just going to shoot.
One second. Can Lynn just make her leadership roll to see if everyone gets blues?
Yeah.
Could I have had that when I did the piloting check?
Didn't need it. You bossed it.
So yeah, some people can recover some strain, and 2 people get, or 3 people get blue dies on their check. So that all 3 of you, 2 gunners and Andrew would get blue dies one blue die every turn for the next 3 turns.
So I'm gonna shoot some droids. I don't particularly care who they are. Maybe the fresh ones joining the fight from afar. Now, if you shoot stuff that's smaller than you by 2 silhouettes in the spaceship, it's 2 extra purples. So would it be a normal 2 purple check to start with, and now it's 4?
Yep, works.
And if I remember seeing, these are linked weapons. They are linked weapons. Yep.
Oh, okay.
What does the link thing do again?
Think it lets you re-roll or some shit. I don't really know. I can't remember.
When triggered, they generate additional hits on the same target. May trigger a number of times rating. So basically, if you hit with one weapon of a distinct damage.
Okay. And can I see anything to fire with the concussive missile while we're waiting? Is there anything?
No, because you're broadside, aren't you? So you'll be from where you are. You'll be looking out over the top of, probably back at the carnage that you caused coming up here. So you wouldn't be well. You could fire the missile, but it's not going to hit anything. Okay.
I'll give 2 blues to Spanners.
Okay. What difficulty perception check?
It's computer screen. Retail. Average, because so Nick, you kind of shoot up. That was a good load of blanks. Kind of shoot up the arena around the droids coming, but don't connect. What you see in your
Breathing fire!
maybe Spanners has calibrated the gun. Oh no! As you're looking at your computer like readout generated image, you see just something moving on your screen, and click and zoom in it, and it's the drill going inside of the factory, and it starts to be firing things behind.
Brilliant.
Okay, right. So
Can I do
Sorry, one
something
more.
with?
yes, sorry, big one.
Sorry, Andrew, you finish off.
Oh, I was just going to check because assuming what I did was like a maneuver, right? It was an action maneuver. There's a watch your back action on this ship. Does anybody know what that does? Because it seems useful. I don't think there's much else I can do. So is that for like other aircraft fighting us or something? Can't find it in Google.
Gave me a load of t-shirts and stuff. It's going to be a piloting
But
move.
I found it.
I suspect it's going to be a piloting move. Like
Okay.
been used. I'll
Okay.
find
I
it.
don't think there's much else for me to do, so I'll pass on.
Sorry, Richard.
It's fine. I can't do anything. Move on.
So the droids that were being shot at by this unrated start firing back up with the ship. Start to not rock under the fire, but you know, it doesn't really do any damage, right? Because there's lots of clangs as bolts hit. It becomes very noisy. Yeah, a little bit. But down in the arena, droid that was knocked over stands back up, takes a look at the guy and his mate, horns and the sword, goes, pew, pew. Range defense 1, because he's back with his mate, and he fails. He shoots his mate in the back. Goose. So I'm going to get his mate to take some damage, and not a lot. Taking a The other guy stands. It was already standing up. He is going to take a shot at Trassic. Age with well, you. This guy is a bit luckier than the other one and connects with 7 damage for Triassic. But hmm, that's fine. And he's going to spend his threat, going to give you a significant advantage in your ongoing encounter, such as accidentally blasting the controls to the bridge. Anyway, but he's going to shoot his guy, catch him in the fire, the crossfire, and kind of knock him off balance to give him some black dice on his. One I've missed. Never mind, I can't find him. Back to the top. Pile of numbers and stuff at the moment. That one.
We'll have it. Shazazazar! Remix attacks the one who's right in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
I remembered I had a black last time. 6, 7, 8, 9 damage on the droid in front of me.
Yes, sorry.
Pierce 2.
Okay. Droid is unhappy, but he's still standing with sparking circuits. Found my missing droid, and the only thing I'm going to retcon is it takes burning damage. Fire, mist, and
Can I aim at the end of my turn? I've got a maneuver left over. Can I aim ready for the start of the next turn?
You can stack 2 aims by doing so.
Oh, okay. So I attack without aiming, and then I aim ready to finish him next time.
Roger.
I'm done.
Okay. I'm going to use that droid to try and slap you back. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care.
So two black because it's melee.
Yeah. No. Rolls. He connects. He does a grand total of
0 damage. Oh no, it's 1. Always 1.
And threat. I'm going to make him take a strain. Already takes damage. To his last hit point.
Is it attacking me with a melee weapon or a ranged weapon?
It's just, well, it's technically melee. It's just hitting you.
Okay, because I'm going to parry and suffer strain instead of damage.
All right, fair enough.
That is a cool ability.
PC slot 2.
Guess I'll take that slot then. I will repeat our most effective melee combat. Long time melee combat. Against this next one. I will aim. I will do the stabby. Yep. Sorry. Yep. 9 damage.
4.
Pierce 2, I think is what you're asking. Yep.
Yeah,
Pierce 2 on the damage, and then I'm going to roll 2 crits up, and that's where the vicious becomes important. Sort of. So. Crit 1. And then. Crit 2. Oh, what?
Like
2 damage every time he does an action.
Fair enough. Well, that will kill him when he retaliates. That's kind of funny. Okay.
I'd like to think that I cut him through, and he's like it's a really good cut, and he's actually still connected because he's not moved, and the minute he moves, it disconnects him. Falls apart.
Then you got 2 hit left, so it's definitely gonna because he's a. Okay. Are you moving? Are you aimed to you? DC slot 3.
I'm happy to go. Anything in short or melee?
If you want to crispy fire remix or
I mean, I don't have to hit them with the flame. Or they're like directly between me and the...
They're engaged with the droid.
Yeah, but that's fine. I can still shoot something that's engaged. It's only if I like fuck it up that I'll burn them. That's how this game works, Brian.
Sure.
Well, I'm
Yep.
going to burn the one that's closest to Trey, and we'll see what happens. Is that close or medium?
It's medium.
So that's 2. And I will take the aim action again, just to try not to fuck this up. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 damage.
Okay.
And he's on fire with burn.
Well, he just melts in front of Trissic, who's really proud of his super cut, and flame comes in.
Well, let's just say that all the flame actually does is just knocks him slightly. It just bumps him, like, and then he falls apart.
Oh, I've got an idea. How about, because this is all thematically happens at the time, Trissic does his amazing cut as your fireball comes behind him, and it looks like it chops all the way through without kind of looking back, and then the fire appears behind the droid, and it just falls and melts, and Trissic just looks.
Yes. Fullness factor go.
Okay. No worries, that guy falls over. RSPC slot.
To break out of the stuff that I'm in is an action, right?
Correct, yeah. Over to Kira and crew.
Yeah. I'm possibly going to move the ship to give me more access to shooting security people. Does anybody want to shoot before I move the ship?
Yeah, that works. So ISR shoots while it's broadside, and then you turn the ship, and then you can shoot the missiles.
That's what I was kind of thinking.
Yeah, sounds good.
Take control, Andrew. You're in charge of the ship.
Fire, ice on fire.
Or was it click clack who's on the gun?
Yeah,
Oh,
click clack's on the gun.
Sorry,
I was like,
exact.
shit, I don't have his character sheet open. Hang on. No, it's yeah, Richard's right.
What do you mean? More guns. Open the character sheet. Kira's also going to just send some voice comms down to the urchins or whatever the kids to strap on in, because we might be doing some high speed maneuvers soon.
Did he say put a strap on? They're in the cargo hold. There's basically, well, there is very little. You can look on the camera and you see them all holding on to each other.
I'm giving them a fair chance.
He absolutely just surrounds these bots with fire, and I will use those to advantage to give those blacks, or one of them a black, because I'm suppressing fire them. I mean, the second that these guns hit, they're going to do like 40 damage to the bots. So it's yeah.
Andrew, moving. What are you doing?
So I'm gonna maneuver. I guess I'm like that. I'm gonna move out and back and sort of like downward facing towards any of the like groups of security people, and then I'm going to fire into them. So
What are you firing? The twin
the
laser
concussive-
cannon? Oh, concussive
yeah.
missiles. Nice.
Do I need to make both a piloting check for the maneuver and then a gunnery check? Is that right?
Take 2 strain in. Oh no, you're right. So a maneuver to move action.
Yeah. So let me just double get the. I had my gunnery. I had my gunnery check all set up, but I guess I should do the other one first.
That's okay.
So
You know, you're hovering over the arena. I'm not going to crash. Yeah.
Okay. How hard for the shot?
So you're going to be at medium range, but it stacks up because you. So firing just do 4 purple because and then a missile goes lower section of their church, the
I
building that
feel it.
they've managed to save from all of a sudden explodes outward with a rocket.
And then there's advantage, right? So
You've positioned yourself down.
got it.
Manners could shoot because turrets are like on your shoulders, like if I head to the cockpit, the turrets are in front. So now he can.
But I can still spend my advantage, right?
Yeah.
Can I give you? I can forget what I can give you. Can I just
The blue.
give you blue? So you should have an extra blue from Lynn and then a blue from me.
Actually, have Andrew can give.
There you go.
It's in,
All the
it's in,
blue.
it's in Spanners.
This is Spanish. Can you imagine giving you blue?
This feels so much like a Star Wars movie where this massive gunship goes overhead and there are people running down at the bottom and they just can't hit shit. It's just like pew, 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 pew. Nothing's hitting anything.
You can't even use a missile to like hit stuff.
So I've got 2 green for gunnery. I've been given 3 blues. So 3 blues, 2 greens, and I'm going up against 2 purple.
Purple.
4 purple. And we haven't been doing an extra blue for aiming on the guns, have we? Have you been adding a blue for aiming, Nick? Okay. So 4 blue, 2 green against 4 purple. Yes.
So the fire eventually comes crashing down, and you see droid parts going.
50 damage.
I'm just doing it.
50 damage.
So you just see droid parts going everywhere, and it starts blasting down into the rock and stone of the stadium. And as the fire is finished by the smoke, warm stone cooking and
Awesome.
I just wanted to ask, I'm not suggesting that we retcon it, but Andrew's missile that he shot has blast. Now, if he had have had another advantage, he missed, but he could still have activated the blast and then done damage. So I think it takes 3 advantage to activate blast if you miss. I think. I don't know. It might be worth checking, but then the concussive nature would have hit something. Is that right? That kind of how it works?
It says blast 4, so does that mean you need 4 advantage? Or...
4 targets.
Yeah, I can hit 4 targets.
Well, we can
With the
say
blast.
that, like the combination of you guys. Let's say the missile hit. Maybe the church is safe, and you.
No. It wouldn't have because I think you need 3 advantage to activate that. But I was just trying to check because it does have an It is 3. Okay, next just checked.
So the church is not safe.
Yeah.
No, it's dead.
No, the church is not safe. But maybe we can say that the advantage was that the missiles shot straight over their heads and distracted them, so they had no idea what Stannis was about to do.
Lynn, you're in the cockpit, right?
Yes.
There is a button blinking furiously.
I mean, she'll look at it and try and ignore it. Look at it, try and ignore it. Ah, shit! And she'll push the button.
And then over the comm, you hear proximity warning. Fighters on approach.
Oh shit! Kira, we might want to get these guys and get the fuck out of here.
I'm just going to relay that to everybody on the ground. We need to get out of here. Fighters incoming. I have no idea how we're going to pick everybody up.
And
With the ramp, right?
That seems slow. I would like slow.
No. I didn't say land and put the ramp down. I said pick them up with the ramp.
Shoot backwards.
Like a pooper scooper.
And remember, there's always the soft landing of children.
Nick, do you have any ranged defense?
Do I have any ranged defense? Let me just consult my books here. No, and I don't have any melee defense either.
You've been shot for 7 damage. Primex, you've also been shot for 6 damage. Background to the top of the round. PC slot 1.
Oh, while they figure out who that is, I need to pop to the blue, so I'm gonna listen, but I'm gonna mute.
Well, let's quickly go have a quick little break and then back. Okay, we're back. When was it?
Well, I think Kira should go first. It's the top of the round now, so now Kira could jump to the top of the round and then move the ship into position, and we could get out of here in one round, or at least get everyone on the ship in one round. That's my idea.
You're muted, Andrew.
If you unmute yourself.
Headphones muted. Oh, there we go.
No, there we go. It was.
I can hear
I
you
think
now.
it's lag. I think it's lag. I was unmuted on this side, so yeah. So I'm happy to. I think that's a great idea. I'm happy to tell everybody I'm maneuvering and jump in, or else we're leaving you behind.
Okay, let's have a piloting check then to land arena with battle going on. I'm going to give you a black die because of the urgency of the message from Lynn.
Okay. So that's a yellow, 2
Have you got any
greens.
skills that remove black dyes when
Yeah,
piloting?
I was about to say that. Yellow, 2 greens, minus black. What difficulty?
I'm going to make it average for you. I want you to land.
So that's 2, right?
That's 2, yeah.
My brain can't compute that. Like, what's how many purple? So 1 success, 1 threat. Well, that kind of makes sense. There's some threat there.
Fine.
You still get a blue from Lynn?
Roll it. It might
For
go
3
further.
turns.
Yeah, 3.
Oh.
And technically, she can do it every round. So then, and it's a super easy check. So
Are you eating a chocolate digestive or a Jaffa cake?
chocolate digestive.
Is it a dark chocolate digestive rather than an all chocolate digestive? Cool.
Yeah,
All right.
eat entirely wrong. Just put the whole thing in. They're just getting chocolate on you.
But that is the superior biscuit, though. That is a fine choice. Sorry, that's I don't.
Kira lands so well that she gets to have it. No, you land perfectly in the arena, but save that threat for it.
Okay. Can I? Because that was my maneuver with my action. Can I see any fighters on a screen, or is there anything I can lock onto? And
Sounds
yeah,
like a computer's check to me.
computers check. Sounds like piloting. No, I don't want computers to. Difficulty.
Hard. A lot of people in this cockpit. A lot of space left.
So that's 3, right?
This cockpit is
Nope.
too busy. Too many people in here. Not enough room to move. You go to use a bump into spanners who's man a gun, and then you bump into click clack behind you, casually staring at you from.
And now the light blinks twice as fast.
Hey, I got left. You. Hey, Remix. Troy's gonna try and twat you in the. I can't hear what you're saying.
Richard, you muted. That's why.
You can say all you like.
Are the rest of the crew still acting?
Oh, sorry, beg your pardon. Yes, yeah, fire away. Yeah.
I've added the Pilfered Parrot as its own character on the dice roller for a reason. I'm going to try something just because I want to play with the ship mechanics. For Spanners' action, obviously I can't shoot at anything now because we've landed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try something I haven't done before, which is boost shields. So it's a 3 mechanics check, so hard mechanics check. Reset. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll see what this does in a second if you don't already know. I get a blue from Lynn still. Okay, I fucked it up. Look at that shit. What that would have done is boosted the shields, but I think what's happened is I've made the ship suffer 1 system strain for no benefits. So I apologise for that, guys.
Definitely Kira's fault for scratching different things on buttons, right?
Yeah, bloody Kira.
But wait, there's 3 advantage there, right? So can you by mistake just boost another system? The button does something totally different.
Can it have boosted the engines? So 1 blue to the next piloting check, perhaps, with my 3 advantage. Does that work?
Yeah, that works.
Thank you. I'll shut up now.
Worries. Okay, perfectly fine. Have you got 2 melee defense?
Sorry, you were going to hit me. Yes.
Don't have a chance. Don't have a drink, Richard. Right. Okay. Oh, he fails. This droid takes a swipe at you in front and top 2.
Triassic will go last, so he'll cover the retreat.
I think it behooves Thaddeus to take this one, because if he fucks up breaking out, he might need some help. So if everyone's cool with that. Oh wait, I've actually got a better idea. Thaddeus is going to spend a destiny point to make this just happen, that he breaks out successfully, but I'm going to do it a bit thematically. So he leans, he cocks his head, because obviously he's stuck in that position with his hand down, and is like he's about to launch into a run, and he just drops his head down and opens his mouth and just blasts like flame straight down at it, and it just burns straight down, and then it starts to spread out like a blowtorch on hot metal. You know how it just kind of bends like that? It just goes outwards like that, and it just cooks around the edge, and he stops before it starts to damage him, and that just does enough to just break down, and then he can just back out of it, and then he uses his movement to dash to the ship.
Okay.
Can I make a suggestion, Ross?
Yep.
You know, when you blowing it downwards, could you have taken off slightly and then you come out of it as you're landing?
That would be epic.
Fair
Like
enough.
a little mini jetpack.
Right, and then you're going to run to the ship. Is that right? I'm going to put the ship.
Yes.
There. So on my map, I've put it the furthest person away. Got legs. So Ross, but they haven't opened. Didn't say it, so it didn't happen. And of course, again. Right, PC slot 3.
So you wanted to go last, Nick? How much ground does Remix need to cover to get to the ramp, which is down?
You are 1 range band.
Okay, so I can just get there with a maneuver.
Yeah, it's Nick who's going to have to.
Okay, so I'm still engaged with a droid, so I might as well kill him with my action and then run on. Oh my god!
I think he's dead.
Yeah, he just wanted to be your friend, but he is well and truly scrap metal.
Remix turns to start running and swings his arm back to decapitate the droid without even looking, and then runs. So just turns and then just continues running towards the ship.
Okay, no worries. On that movement action maneuver, sorry, you will ramp up. Top 4, which is classic.
This is all kind of real time, isn't it? And the arena is a bit busted up, isn't it? That cooling body of droid that's falling away from me still, he's just gonna like body surf it down the rubble of the arena wall as a movement, and then run onto the ship.
Okay.
Nothing too complicated there. I just wanted to make sure everyone else was on board and good.
Problem at all. Fine. So we're going to drop out of initiative just for a second. Right, so everybody's on the ship, Kira. Take charge.
Okay, more people on guns. We've got fighters incoming, and I'm just gonna start like pulling straight up, like high G type maneuver, and like. Do I have any idea what direction they come in? Probably not, because I failed that computer's check. Can anybody tell where they're coming from? I'm gonna just try and get some support from all the people on all the consoles around me.
Same check you did.
Does anybody want to support me? No?
Oh, you run your road.
I am
Fine.
muted.
Off with your
I
luck. I'm
meant,
going to replace you with children.
I meant to say, is I still going to jump on the PC computers?
Yeah, sure. If there's a computer, so I would just ask my dad about life stuff. Yes, ISAR will do a computers check if you require a computers check, because ISAR has been, I don't know, like crying in a corner or something. He's been washing his face. Well
With tears.
remembered.
Being
No,
antisocial
of
is
all the
making
blood
it
from where he stacked it. Okay, computer check. What sort of computer check am I doing?
Just a standard computer check to see if you can. The system warned. Sorry, the button that emergency alert, but Kira couldn't work the system to get any information. How many coming from?
So ISR comes and like turns it off and on again. He doesn't take no babble. Like basically turns the screen on. The systems are all working. Someone just didn't turn that monitor on or something. We'll see. We'll see how well this roll goes. Yes.
You're gonna. It was off. Just walk over and go. Put it back on. Carry on. Tell me what happens.
I think we're
Continue.
waiting for information. How many
Oh.
ships? How many? What
Brilliant.
direction?
Right.
Oh, dang.
I mean, the screen's on. Nobody's
What
looking
do you
at it
mean I'm
yet,
in
so maybe
control of
that's
this
the
game?
problem.
That's why. Okay, so the system reboots itself and tells you that there's 4 fighters coming down into orbit from the space stations. They are a Heroic Light Starfighter class. Yeah, with 2.
Is there an obvious direction that's not where they're coming from?
They're coming down. Right, so perfect.
ISR will relay this information, but he will follow that up with like, an interesting fact about the Light Starfighter of that specific, like, and start waffling on some like obscure bullshit.
Kira's not going to wait for the end of the sentence. Kira's just going to hard left and boost away.
Okay. We'll come on to this. As you boost away, things happen. First off, out steps into the Jonathan.
Rear concussion missiles.
Got rear concussion.
Good night, Angie. We've got one rear facing concussion missile tube.
Second if you
I just want to wait until Jonathan's nice and out in the open first.
Out comes Jonathan out of the building into the arena that's now completely. He is close to tears and oh my livelihood! Whatever will I do? And he hears a low growl just behind, and the camera shifts as a next to you, sorry, goes jumps onto Jonathan.
Nice.
Down in the slums, it is chaos. There is footed people everywhere, and Rick being absolutely afraid that his livelihood is lost. home is lost, and even his church has. And he silently curses.
Are we the baddies?
No.
I don't think you intended to be the baddies, but you ended up being the baddies.
And Dan made us the baddies there.
I did make. You had no chance of. Right. Anyway, the last thing that you see as the camera pans away with the ship is the factory. Anna saw that the drill entered in the factory that was close by, and that goes up gigantic as you fly away. Still behind you, flames everywhere, and out of those flames. Now we're in a chase. True.
Can I ask somebody with a pen to keep track of concussive missiles? We have 9 in the front and 10 at the back. We used one. There's 10, but we spent one.
9 at the front and how many at the back?
10. How much do these missiles cost to replenish?
I don't know.
3 at us.
like 5 credits.
Oh, nice.
Actually, paper maches.
They're actually like boomerangs. They just come back.
Okay, so out of the fire comes these ships. You have sped off. You hit the boost, but there is specific starship back. How you increase your speed? So tell me, Andrew, how are you increasing?
I'm trying to look at evasive. Is it the actions on the ship? Because there's evasive maneuvers gain the advantage.
There's a specific
Those ones.
maneuvers.
There is, yeah.
Does anybody have a link?
It's 200 credits a missile.
And that's not too bad.
Oh, so that.
Thank you, Richard.
Evasive maneuvers makes it harder to hit.
Keep track of your speed. That's the most.
I'm going to do the system strain one, which is like punch it.
That take you. So you're starting at 0 for speed.
Yeah, so it's to maximum speed, suffering 1 strain. And I've got 1 screen. This is really slow. Our speed is 3, is it? Looking at that.
Yes, the ship speed is 3. We're starting at 0, so we have to spend 3 system strain to get to max speed. Does that all check out?
Does. Yep.
So what does silhouette 1 to 4 mean?
So the silhouette is determining how big your ship is and
Okay.
determining abilities of checks.
Our ship is silhouette 4.
Normally, if qualified ship, they get shooting smaller than you get. Blah blah blah. Where's punch it? I can't find it.
The ship immediately accelerates to its maximum speed, suffering 1 system strain per speed gained.
Okay, no worries. Thank you. So you've gone to 3, have you? Right. Okay. So you did that as we went into fight now. Do you want to do ship combat, or would you like to thematically tell me how you escape?
Ship combat. Yeah.
Right then, Mr. Pilot. Sorry, Miss Pilot. I would like you to roll.
Is that cool again?
Really cool.
For this.
Pilots.
one.
Nice.
2 success and a triumph.
Same as all of you. Cool. So we're NPCs are nice and slow tonight. So you've punched it. You're at speed 3. Tries to do distance between you and them. They are at currently at speed 3. So at medium.
Taris
So I think
finds one of. Go for it, Andrew.
I was just going to say, let's just sort out who's on what, because we have a light iron cannon that nobody's on. I don't think. I think we have 2 people on the blasters, but we don't have anybody on the other forward missile launcher and nobody on the aft.
The Spanners definitely isn't going to operate a gun now that there's more people who can operate the guns. Spanners is going
I
to
was
fix
going to say,
shit.
Thaddeus finds a weapon, a gun, unmanned because Spanners went to go boost the shields. So Thaddeus is happy to jump on the turret-mounted twin light iron cannon.
Spanners was on one of the other triple light blaster cannons because we were on those, but you by all means also use that weapon. There's plenty to go around.
He's pretty good, so he'll jump on that one. He's happy. Whatever.
So Blick is on the left triple blaster cannon. Thaddeus is on the front double ion blaster. There is 2 free missiles up the front, the right hand triple blaster cannon, and the rear missile. This ship is stacked out with weaponry. If anyone else isn't gonna do it, I guess ISI's he's got 3 greens. He could jump on the other turret or on the rear missiles. Does anyone have any preference? What's that? Sorry.
Am I lagging? I think I was going to say I can stick on one of the forward concussive ones. Because that makes sense. I'm facing forward, like trying to pilot the ship, and if anything gets in the way, then I have one option. But it's likely it's going to be more of the rear stuff that's going on.
All right, well, I'll jump on the other one. If someone could use the rear missiles, that would be quite handy at the moment with fighters behind us. Actually, Ross, do you want to do that with Thaddeus?
The pilot thing. Isn't that the pilot? Like part of the pilot?
Yeah, if you want to do static forwards and backwards, but if they fire the weapons, then they can't do the driving.
I don't know. I mean, I'm happy to do whatever. I don't know how the weapons work, so once we've defined that, then
Another way we could do this. I'm not exactly sure the rules. Obviously, we've got more characters than there are roles necessary. So the ship officially, 1 captain, 1 pilot, 1 co-pilot, 2 gunners. We can just have, because that's the official line. Maybe we have 5 turns, 5 actions.
As long as not more than 2 of them are shooting, it doesn't really matter then, does it, quite specifically?
Yeah. And then we agreed that Lynn was captain, as in plays the role of captain. She's inspiring. So captain, then 1 pilot, obviously Kira, and then any leftover characters just aren't participating.
Yeah, that works.
Co-pilot, I'm going to put Spanners in that role, but he's going to be at the co-pilot's desk but rather than piloting, he's going to be doing some of the mechanics stuff that are on the action list.
Yep. And then just 2 gunners.
Yeah. So who's gunner one?
Click, click. And Taris?
Yeah, that is will be
Yeah.
gunner 2.
Is that 1 each then as well? No, yeah, Ross has got 2 because there's 5 slots and 4 of us. Yep, perfect.
Okay.
Right.
Can I have Lynn, Spanners, Click Clack, and Thaddeus to roll?
So,
Does it matter if we all just going to go at the same time?
no, because then we can not all just go at the same time, and it means we can do stuff in between getting shot up, maybe.
Oh, I see. Okay.
What are we rolling in this case?
It's cool because no one's coming.
Ah, okay. Oh, because it's presence, isn't it? I bet that was Lynn's roll.
Yeah, it was.
Hey, player slot 1. No, it's been punched up to max speed. Oh, that was your turn, wasn't it? DC slot 2.
Rush, you want to shoot a missile out the back?
A close range, and I think Dan said we're medium.
At the moment.
Missiles are extreme. The blasters are close.
I think this one says close.
Oh, what? Oh, what?
Short.
Oh, they're
It says
short.
short.
I'll take that all back then. Fine. I don't think that's right. But
I've got a suggestion. What Spanners is going to do on his turn is boost the rear shields, hopefully successfully this time. And obviously, what Len can do is like give a morale boost. So either of those two could go while we wait for them to get close. And if we push the gunners to the end of our turn order, hopefully they'll be close enough to shoot.
Yeah, I like that idea. It might be worth it to get the shields up just before they get there and beat the shit out of us.
So shall Spanners go next then?
I think so.
Okay, I'm doing the boost shield. So again, I'm going to suffer 1 system strain on the ship, which is now 5 system strain, and then a hard mechanics check. Boom. So I'm boosting the rear shields. What can I turn? Can I turn a triumph into 2 successes, or is it just 1? Just 1. Okay, 4 successes. Meaning for 4 rounds, the rear shields are boosted by 1. So now we've got 2 on the rear shields. Because I'm assuming we're going to fly away and we're going to be shot at the back. So that's why I thought I'd boost our rear shields. Also, our front shields are stronger than our rear. So, yeah. For 4 rounds, we've got 2 shield at the back. Get him done.
Going to save you.
Okay.
Okay. NPC slots. So they are going to increase their speed. Up here over the comms. This is the Taris police. We are requiring you to pull over to talk to you about some property damage.
Len will respond.
oh shit! It's the po smoke 'em.
No, Len won't respond. Changed my mind. Just like, Kira, get us the fuck out of here.
So seeing
Hey, Kira, why don't you pretend that the ship has been hijacked?
You were laggy there, Andrew.
Oh man.
you're okay now.
It's fine now. It's fine now. It's just that one. It's like your mic takes a second to wake up.
No, Discord keeps going like orange. I think the connection's slightly bad, and now it's gone red. I'm just gonna like transmit some like broken up static, like the comms are not working properly.
So they've increased their speed. They're closing. They are going to move from medium to short. This fighter is going to move short and going to shoot across your bow as it. And as he does, he says, "Warning shot!" over the radio as it comes across. Let's quickly about this. Love the radio. And you've got Pence, haven't you, at the back? You've got exceeds. So this shot comes over the front, over the cockpit. Yeah. The threats is going to be, I'm going to make him lose speed, expecting the like the flare from the shield or something like that. So he ends up dropping back down to speed. To PC slot 3.
And Lynn, take this one to give everyone a blue. Everyone gets a blue. It's 4 people, so she won't take one, but it's the 4 other roles on the ship will all get a blue for the next 3 rounds.
What does Lynn say to everybody to give them such courage or hope?
We're almost there. We're almost there. This is the final stretch. Summon your courage. Dig deep. There's only a few more inches left to go. Let's go.
That's what she said.
PC slot 4. Thaddeus.
I don't want to shoot the police. I have decided this is a bad idea, but I will do a similar thing to them, and will wildly scatter. But I'll do what I was definitely pretending to do in the arena, and just suppressing fire. I won't actually shoot them. Click Clack won't actually shoot them, but he'll just see if he can make them take evasive maneuvers and go away a little bit or something. So he'll just, wildly in the sky. Thematically, he will shoot, but not actually shoot them.
Pray and pray.
Yeah, pray I don't hit them.
Oh, look, a dark side point. Right, okay, so the last fighter speeds up to 4. Catch up at the end cap, so he's here over the raid.
Oh no, they're not using missiles. Sorry, I just thought, we can jam their weapons, but it's only if they shoot us with missiles.
And you hear across the radio again, Sergeant, they won't slow down. Should we shoot another warning shot? And the response is, pew, 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 another load of shots. Stuff. However, this guy's called Hotshot because he doesn't. Glides. Hits the ship, doing a total of 50 damage. 5 damage.
So did it shoot the? Well, in fact, it doesn't matter whether it's front or back because I've evened out the shield. So
And
3 damage.
And what we can press for?
We can make them take more purples with 3 threats, or we can make them take blacks with 2 threat. How did they roll all together? 4. 2 blacks to the next guy's check.
Sure.
I mean, feel free anyone else to throw in a suggestion. But he's rattled the guy who thought they were going to fire more warning shots.
That's fine. I've added a note to add 2 blacks and it's P. 5. Taris.
Taris. After we've just received some fire, Taris is going to go, well, fuck this, and he's going to fire a rear-mounted missile at Hotshot. Fuck that guy. So it has a range increment of close, Dan.
So he's moved into.
Yeah, so I can fire, but now the silhouette difference means there's different purplies.
So
So you have to tell me how many purplies I need.
50.
And the speed difference, right?
Yeah. So he is 1 less than 2. And then you've got close, 3 purple. Yeah, I did that.
But we're also going slower.
No, that's it. So there's 1 extra for it slower and 1 extra for it being smaller.
Okay, cool. So 3.
2.
3 purples.
1 less than. Yeah.
Okay. 3 purples. Fire away!
Hit.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Right, okay, let's find the. Put it over.
That's 6, I think. Yeah, 6 on the rear ones. They also have breach 4
What? Not that word.
and linked 1.
So we haven't got any advantage. It's fine.
Yeah.
Breach.
He just takes 10 damage.
1 point of armor.
Oh wow! It's pierce for ships. Nice.
How
And
much damage did you do?
buildings. 10.
10. You hear Hotshot go, no! As you ship off and around. Back to peak. Stop. 1. See you later, Hotshot.
Whoops.
Andrew's trying to talk, but his mic's gone napping again.
Tell me when you can hear me.
Yep, we can hear you now.
I was saying, does anybody want to take it? I don't mind. Otherwise, I can
Get a shot
do
of
some
it,
evasive
Captain.
maneuvers.
Punch it.
You have it, Andrew.
Okay, I'm gonna do evasive maneuvers,
Okay.
which will. Well, I've lost the thing.
Are we at
One
maximum
second.
speed,
So-
by the way?
Yeah. Or at least I'm assuming that the green thing is the maximum speed on that speed track
3, yes.
of our ship. 3, yeah, so we're already at 3. So I'm going to, till the end of the round, upgrade the difficulty of all attacks against the ship vehicle once, plus up to 1 extra time per point of handling the vehicle has. Upgrade the difficulty of all attacks from the ship or vehicle by the same amount. What's the handling of this? That we would downgrade. Upgrade by handling amount -1. And just that's a maneuver, so that's. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to. We can't jump to hyperspace yet, can we? Do we have to be
We have to be out of
out of?
atmosphere.
You know, we were debating this last week, weren't we? Whether you could do it from planet, and we decided out of safest option.
It's the gravitational
Okay,
pull
I'm
that
gonna.
locks you in.
Okay, I'm going to, and then for my action, I'm going to plot a course. I think. Will that help us get out of the atmosphere?
You could definitely plot a course so that guys in the rain or something like that, or you can plot a course, jump away when you atmosphere. That's fine too.
Any preference from other people on the ship if we go terrain or space? Yeah, I'm gonna punch it to space. So that is that. Astrogation or perception check. Perception seems better for me. Everybody's happy with that. One. What difficulty? Plot this course.
Are you just trying to jump away to the closest, like, safe place, or you try and jump somewhere you know?
I'm trying to plot a course to get out of the atmosphere.
Right, okay.
So it's one step before we get there.
Up. is
Yeah.
my answer to that one. I don't think you need to do a check to go up. So yeah, up. I don't know how to answer that one, I'm afraid.
Is there no air traffic?
No, because there's no ships coming down here other than that went to the factories. Nothing like in the air that would get in your way. Fighters, though.
So does that mean it's a totally pointless doing that, and I should use my action elsewhere, or should I just?
Happy to if you did plot a course now, I'm happy if you to do an astrogation check, then jump to hyperspace.
Okay, that's fine. I'll do that.
Yeah,
So I'll do the check later.
Yeah, there's nothing between you and the atmosphere that's going to stop you. Whereas when you're in the atmosphere, you're going to have to dodge the space stations.
Cool. Next customer.
And Lynn take this one. The reason I wanted to is because she can do a fire discipline check, which is a leadership check that adds some blues to all the gunnery checks that are made from the ship. Unless anyone's got anything else. Oh, fuck's sakes. What a disaster. On a success, add blue. Any advantages rolled may be spent. Is that only if you succeed? It doesn't seem like it. There's a full stop and it seems to. Any advantages rolled?
Affected attacks. I kind of think because it says there affect one extra attack per 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that you should do the fire discipline.
Oh, no, I didn't at all because I didn't get any successes. But the next line says any advantages rolled may be spent on affected attacks. Sorry. Yeah, got it. Clarified in my head. Failed.
Anything else, Ross?
Ross is dead. Please come back later when Ross is less dead.
Yep, sorry, I'm back now.
Yep.
I saw a little glitch in the matrix. What happened?
Are you
Dan asked you if anything else.
Nope, that's it. That's Lynn's turn.
Captain, they took down Hotshot. Open fire! It's heard across the radios. And the two fighters increase it. Oh no, they did. They increase their speed to come into close range. I'm gonna just roll both because they're start to fire. First one. Better than one. So you are silhouette 4. Nothing. Arc. And we got a hit with the second guy. Pew pew pew. Can't activate. He's linked. So that is 6 damage going towards. Oh, I'm sorry. Big pardon. 5 damage coming towards. Got to roll. And he is going to impose himself. Rain. Damage. Okay, with everybody else. If it's a PC slots, 3.
Boop, 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 boop. Spanos is going to fix the ship on his console. He's frantically trying to fix the holes that are being holes in the hull. I hope there's no holes in the hull. Trying to fix the damage that's being sustained. So because the amount of damage is less than half of the total of our wound threshold, there's only one, a difficulty of easy. Mechanics checks are for yellow. Wow. I ain't fixed shit. Huh. Annoying, isn't it?
Oh,
That is shit.
got some good advantages there.
I think we should house rule that you can turn like 4 or 5 advantage into a success.
I kind of agree with that. Because, well, don't do it, but you have something absolutely amazing happen with 5 advantages. I would agree that we can set it today. Take a vote.
What is the 5 threat?
4 or
Aye.
5. Vote for 4 or 5.
I mean, either works for me at the moment. I think the DM should absolutely make that decision.
I think 4, because 5 is just.
Okay, so the ship recovers 1 wound, and I pass 1 blue onto the next player. Keep
PC slot 4. That is for.
Is Click Clack going to engage, or are you
Can't.
still
They're behind us.
Oh shit!
Oh, I could start doing an astrogation check to plot our jump course out of here. I've only got 3 greens, but it's something I could do. How difficult are those, Dan?
Astrogation checks.
Mm.
I'll ask the question. Are you looking to just jump a short space away to get out of dodge? And
Yes.
that's it? Hard. Because with the way I look at it is, you're going for an astrogation check to a planet, you kind of know roughly where that planet is in that system. Whereas if you're trying to jump into an empty space.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I see what you mean. No, I would the closest planet. I'm not trying to plot a course back to the dark egg. Just a planet. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, sorry that I did.
Planet's beneath you. Down. Average.
Listen, right. That's funny, but
Shut up.
But shut up in your face.
Too late for jokes like that.
How difficult is it to jump to the closest planet that isn't the current planet that we are on?
Average.
Okay. Um, uh, that's just messing my head. That is click clack, but no is the answer there. That is. What the hell is Gleep Glop? Huh. No, he doesn't manage to plot that.
The cockpit's really busy.
Mm.
There's people in here. Last player, whoever it is.
It's Professor Thaddeus. Can the iron cannons shoot backward?
No.
So the only thing that can shoot backward is the rear-mounted missile, and it has slow firing 1. So this turn it can do fuck all.
Reload.
Whilst it reloads.
Yep,
Past the urchins.
it's reloading. Thaddeus is going to take 2 aim maneuvers. So he's ready for the next one.
Oh, super good. Well, if SR had been here, but Click Clack was on a gun because I thought we'd be able to shoot forward by like the second round. But this is the way things happen, you know.
They were being police officers. You know.
There'll be plenty of space combat for those shenanigans in future. Don't worry, Dan.
Right. Okay. Back to the top. PC slot 1. Taking it.
I was going to carry on doing ship stuff in slot 1. But just to figure something out that I think I might have not misunderstood. If we're flying or driving, it seems speed 2 to 4, so we're 3. I get multiple maneuvers, is that right? I just can't figure out the close, short thing that's going on in that table.
So if you're looking at the fly/drive, what you're looking there is the number of maneuvers for it to move per that speed rank between the 2 range bands. So for example, if you're going 3, it's 1 maneuver to go from close range to short range.
Ah, okay.
And then if you want to go from close to medium, it's 2 maneuvers at distance. Giving context on the bands.
Okay, but if the ship is just heading in a direction, I don't need to maneuver to keep it heading in a direction. I can do other maneuvers, right?
You can do other things, yeah. If you're keeping it going up.
And they're behind us, so I'm going to angle the deflector shields so that we take an extra point from front to back.
So I'm 1 point from fence. Yeah, you can move 1 from the front to the back. That's fine.
And then I'm going to apply fire discipline so that when somebody does shoot, we can do that. So a leadership or discipline. I don't know which. How do you when it's got 2 options? Can you just choose your best?
Yes, that's choose.
Or difficulty for that?
3 purple.
3 purple.
Oh, I see. It's on there. Me. To success.
Next success, add 1 blue next attack made from ship/vehicle. Effect 1 extra attack per extra 2 that you have got. What do you want to spend your threats on?
Any suggestions, anybody?
Next week. At the round.
Well, we've probably finished off the round, right?
That's right. So for 3, you can
Go prone.
move your current initiative slot to the end of the round. As a 3 threat, you can basically back the initiative slot that you've used to the back of the queue. It doesn't mean you get to go again, but it just means we get let's go. Like you know what I mean.
Um,
Yeah, I'll,
Um,
I'll do that because I don't need. Everybody else can figure out what it means. What it means.
okay. Fine, which is,
Yeah.
that was PC1, wasn't it? PC2.
Yeah.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, boop. I fixed 2 strain. Oh, I can make another success out of that, right?
Yeah.
So I fixed 3 strain. I'm done.
Nice. Okay. Right. NPC 1 and 2, they're going to increase their speed up to 5. So they're actually going to catch you up and now overtake you. So they were close, 4 behind you, 5 now they're shooting past you, but not before start shooting past. They're doing a straight from run. The attack. First guy. Hit. 2 hits. So
They're shooting the front or the back of the ship.
they're shooting the back as they come over. They're doing a strafing run. And that's 5 on both, and I didn't get any linked.
What about the blacks for the shields?
Beg your pardon. First guy gets no advantage threat on the guy. So you only actually took 5 damage then because the second guy failed. And the threats they've both got, because they've both got 1, as they've gone over you, they've kind of exposed themselves as they've gone back out over the top of you and started to go around. They've exposed themselves against. And it's now PC top 3.
Go ahead, click clack. They're in front of you now, in range.
Sure thing, chicken wing. I am going to shoot at them. They are in close range, so it's 1, and they are smaller than us, so it's more difficult. Is that correct?
So they're still a bit less than you.
Ooh. It's 4 greens, no special skills in gunnery. I can take a maneuver to aim.
And the blue from my thingy, my fire discipline.
Superb.
And a blue from Lynn.
And a blue from Lynn. There we go. Lots of. I mean, I'm still probably going to roll dog shit, but we can try.
Jesus.
Fuck yes.
All of the advantage. Right, hang on. So I just quickly looked up the linked, right? These are linked to, yeah? Which means that I can spend 4 advantage to fire these twice more. So they're only damage 4. So it's damage 5 of the hit. And then
And those other 4 advantages into another success, and it's actually 6 damage with the
yeah, I
hit.
mean, I feel like the advantage into success should be if you have no successes.
Okay.
To be honest, because otherwise that
Mm.
is a little.
Cheeky.
Again, maybe that's something for Dan to think about. I feel like doing that is a bit naughty. We'll find out. Hey Dan, does 15 damage kill one of them?
He explodes into a fiery ball.
There you go.
Gravity takes.
Yeah, I'll let you ponder on that, Dan.
I actually agree with that. I think if you haven't got any successes, I think converting 4 into a success is got S. I mean, it's only a difference of 1 damage, like in 3, but advantage actually is probably
I think it's just it's a bit abusable otherwise, and it's not in the spirit of things.
Taris? Oh, I'm happy with that. He's dead.
Oh no! Oh, I was like, oh no! Oh, these were not ion cannons. Whoops.
He's like 4.
Good thing it wasn't piloted by children.
Don't know that. Happened.
It was a throwaway comment to when they murdered some child pilots.
Since the planes have now flown, ships have flown in front of us, Thaddeus is going to move from the rear-mounted missile gun, loses to aim that he took on the last one because it's a different weapon that he's using now, and he will then move over to the linked cannons and fire there.
It's just a flick on the gunnery console, right?
I don't know.
I would agree with that. You're not going to change content, but I'm very pleased that you accepted. Maybe you'd zoned in with so.
Yeah, you spent the time like getting the proper lock on, and now you're changing weaponry systems, and it's like, yeah. Okay, so same as Nick, is it 2 purples?
Yes, yeah, he's good.
They do have a speed differential on us, though, don't they?
They had a 5. No, you're okay. Fine, just 2.
Just 2. Okay, cool. I'll keep the advantages, use the crit as a success, and then spend the advantages to link the cannons twice, so that they get the.
Are you using the iron cannon? Oh, sorry.
No,
I
I'm
thought you were
using
using
the normal
my bad.
turret
My
like
bad.
you. So it's linked to, so that's 12 damage.
It also explodes into a fiery ball, crashes.
We have just got 5 stars wanted. I think we should leave this area quickly.
Well, we dropped out of initiative, so make it happen.
You've gone into mute mode again, Andrew.
Yes, Andrew. Yes, Kira. We should leave. Get us out of here.
Hyperspace. Jump to hyperspace.
Perfect.
Yes.
And done. So you come up into space, you see all the space stations, you find a gap, and that was a lot.
I like to think thematically, like we bust out of the atmosphere, and some of the mounted point defense weaponry on the space stations starts turning towards us, and we just zip out of there before it locks on.
That was a lot of fun.
I like to think my comms issues because Banner didn't quite get the wiring right in the earpiece.
Definitely.